Hey guys, another flashlight review. This one is the really awesome Veleno Designs Quantum D2. Oh man, I love this flashlight. It did not let me down from my expectations I had of it. I have wanted one of these for a very long time. They're just so cool. They're tiny, they're bright, rechargeable, comes with a charger. It's awesome. I mean, these things are like infinitely variable. Yeah, I'll get into that though. Just a couple things about the light. One is that it is an XPG2 emitter, which is one of Cree's newer LEDs. These are awesome. They have really good light output for their input, so I guess you could say efficiency or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I've dabbled in flashlight making, so yeah. It does use a lithium-ion battery. It is a 10180 battery, which is tiny and does not take long to charge at all with the charger they give you. I usually charge mine at the end of the day just a little bit, depending on how much I use it, just to kind of make sure that it doesn't run out. Like, as you can see, these things are not even the size of the tip of my pinky. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, they charge very fast, like under an hour, and you're good. And you guys saw it in the unboxing video, the charger is really cool. Lights up, lets you know when it's done, blinks, stops lighting up whenever it's charged. It's lit while it's charging, and then if you take the battery out, or if it kind of isn't connected properly, it'll flash, so you know. As you can see, there's the little LED that's blue, just standard USB. They did this thing really well, and that comes with a flashlight, which is awesome. Like I said, this is infinitely variable, which uses a material they call QTC, which, just quickly looking on the Veleno Designs website, it said through quantum tunneling. I don't know if like QT and QTC stands for quantum tunneling, who knows, but all that means is that as you're twisting it, you're compressing this sort of foam-like thing more and more, and as you compress it more, there's less electrical resistance between the battery and the actual circuit, so it gets brighter and brighter as you twist it. I mean, and you can get this thing just so dim that, I mean, it can be on the very threshold of operation, which is really cool. Let's see if I can, I mean, just look at that, that's really cool. Of course, as it's closer to its threshold of operation, the tint is going to be a little bit grosser. This one is kind of green as you get down to its lower settings, but I mean, on high, this camera doesn't pick it up well, but it's a very nice tint. It's a very natural color light when you use it in person. I mean, I have to use a white balance on this camera, which kind of messes with the output of this. But yeah, the lens is a sapphire coated, or a sapphire frosted lens, which just diffuses the light a little bit better. And the sapphire is very scratch resistant. It's the same kind of type of stuff used on watch faces, so you're not going to get any, I can't really see anyone getting any big scratches, or scratches for that matter, on the window of this thing, so that'll ensure for a really nice transfer of light. You're going to get a lot of light out of this thing. There's not going to be a lot lost in the lens, which cheaper flashlights, they use plastic lenses, and so they lose a lot of light through that. It doesn't pass as much through it. It uses total internal reflection in its optics inside of it. It's kind of, you kind of see it in person more, but there's a special kind of, in lieu of a reflector, I'm kind of assuming they kind of put in this optic, which just means that it bounces light out in such a way that there's actually no hotspot on this. It's literally just a wall of light, and it's really nice. So, like, just for comparison, you notice this has the little hotspot around it, and then the sort of spilling out light from it. So you don't have that because you don't have like a full reflector like you would in a flashlight like this. While I have this out, I'll just do size comparison. I mean, this is the Meritech double A. Sorry about that. And this is slightly bigger than the very top of it. So as you can see, it's very tiny. The double A battery is probably this long. Yeah, this thing's tiny. It's about 1.5 inches long and 1/2 inch wide, which just disappears in your pocket, and I haven't had issues with it falling out. It's not light enough that it'll kind of bounce around easily. If I had to guess, I mean, there's no place that really specifies how heavy it is that I found. If I had to guess, I mean, it's about as heavy as the CRKT Ripple, which, believe it or not, yeah. So I'd guess it's around, like, a little bit over 2 ounces, which is really heavy for what it is. I mean, they use steel to for the body, so you do get a lot of weight from that. It has this nice finish on it. It's an anti-scratch, nice dark gray finish. I think it looks nice. It doesn't really take fingerprints, so as opposed to the stainless steel polished version they had of this, or sorry, polished stainless steel version. So I prefer this over that, just because it's a unique coating as opposed to my other lights. I think it's really cool. I like it a lot. It's got a really unique design, as you can see. And I've said that before. It's got these little slots here which kind of help if it's rolling on a table to kind of stop it a little bit quicker. It's like an anti-roll thing. Also just kind of looks cool. And then it's got these fins in the back, which have slots for tritium, which I really need to get. If I ever do that, I'll make a video of me putting them in, and a video of them in the dark, stuff like that. But for now, I'm tritium-less. Hopefully I'll get some green ones in there, since your eye picks up green light very well. They'll be a lot brighter in the darkness than other light, such as blue or red. Anyway, the build quality on these things are really good. The threads are really nice. I thought they would be looser. They're just tight enough. It's just right. Like, you don't feel like you're overturning it, like you might slip and it'll just go all the way on. It's really easy to get the brightness you want, but it's not too tight that it's just like you're forcing it. You can't operate this one hand. There's just not enough light to it, or not enough length to it, or grip. But that's alright. It's not an issue. I mean, if you really need something like that, you can go with a bigger size flashlight with knurling. I mean, as you can see, that's very easy. But you will definitely get a bigger cool factor, in my opinion, from this light. You know, random cool points from strangers you show this to. I haven't really ever had anyone see me use this, so I can't really attest to that. People don't really notice my flashlights unless I'm using them. People have seen it though, like my friends. They think it's cool. It's definitely a unique light, so on that basis alone, I love it. Just the fact that it's so unique and small, but so bright. Like, nobody would expect it to be as bright as it is. I've seen sites list it as 150 lumens, and Veleno Design's website lists it as 120. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably 120, just because I mean that's the manufacturer saying that. And I mean, you really wouldn't notice that big of a difference between 120 and 150 at this point, at that brightness level, especially in the dark. I mean, your eyes are going to be adapted, hopefully, so it's going to appear really bright, which is very nice. The threads on it, like I said, are really nice. There's a lot of threads. As you can see, it takes a lot of turns to get this off, so I imagine it would be pretty waterproof. I really wouldn't want to test that, because if it's not, you got a lithium battery in there, which I'm sure anyone who knows about lithium batteries knows that they're very dangerous. If you short circuit them, they can vent with flame. These are not protected cells just because it's so small, at least I don't think they are. So you do have to be careful when charging them. Just make sure you don't overcharge it or overuse it before you charge it. Oh, sorry, I was going to show you the threads. As you can see, there are a lot of threads on the body of this, and they're very fine too, so that lends itself to the really precise turning, which is great. This does come with split rings, triangular split rings, so you could put this on your keys. I'm not going to put it on my keys. I like carrying it in my pocket. This would just clunk around in my keys too much. I throw my keys everywhere. I don't want to worry about breaking this. Although I don't think it would. I mean, these are very durable. Yeah. So overall, I really do love this light. I think it's great. I think if you can afford it, it's an awesome light. But they are kind of expensive. I mean, you can get them as cheap as $50-ish from Veleno Design's website. I wish I'd seen that before I bought this off of Amazon, which I got it for about $80, which I'm not too unhappy with. I mean, it was a lot, but for what it is and how much I love it, I think it's it was a fair price. And you can get them. I think the only finish they offer off of Veleno Designs at the moment, off the website direct from the manufacturer, is the stainless or the polished stainless steel. But you can also order that with tritiums right from the factory. You can get those for under $70. It's about $70 with shipping, I believe, if you want to get tritiums right from the get-go. And you can select your colors. They have a lot of different colors. It's like white, purple, green, blue, yellow, different shades of each color. Yeah, so if you want the polished stainless steel, I'd very much recommend you get it from the Veleno Designs website. If you want the dark gray, which is a very nice coating, just get it from Illumination Supply. These are kind of off and on when they're on Amazon. They're kind of, I don't know what the word is. You might not find it on Amazon by the time that you see this video, because they kind of come and go. But Illumination Supply is a very good, reputable seller. I've bought parts from him to make stuff in the past. Yeah, he ships out pretty quick, which is nice. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe one of these days I'll do some beam night shot comparisons. I mean, this thing lights up a room very well on high. You're not going to get... Oh, I'm going to talk about runtime real quick. Sorry about that. This is at the very end. This is definitely not the right time to do it, but anyway, runtimes. You can make this last for 8 minutes on high, which is alright, but you get a lot more on low. As you can see, it's very infinitely variable, so your mileage will vary. But you can just charge it very quick at the end of the day if it does run out, and I charge mine every night, just to be sure. Yeah. Alright, my battery's flashing, so I'm going to cut this off now. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Yeah. Awesome. See you guys in the next video.